Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, one of the points Coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and beat our best in the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Maybe a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And we knew the challenge this QB had against this defense. This is the best pass defense in the country. They do such a great job using their eyes, making plays, breaking on the football. They do a little bit of everything. And early in this football game, Palmer, the defense gets a win.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback now, you got to turn the page, but you got to be reminding yourself timing. Against the #1 rated pass defense, you've got to throw everything on time, and if it's not open, you get on in your progression or you throw it away or you take off, but you've got to have a plan.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
Snags it, and there's running room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. 2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. They'll keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first, but... and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A run for the quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Say it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Running inside, it's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Here's Julian saying to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Maave at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to tote it.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Trojans are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Maave. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Jordan. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. He's got him. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Caught by Williams on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mosley. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think Lincoln Riley really showed why the move to Jaden Mayava the year before was the right move. He got a little bit of experience, and then last year you saw him just absolutely take off. I think the biggest thing that stands out is always the poise. He never seems rattled. The moment never seems too big. And Palmer, another year with Lincoln Riley. Probably expect him to take even another leap this next year forward.
No question. Video game numbers loading right now for this guy. And listen, he lost some talent to the NFL draft, some first-round talent at wide receiver. But you know in this system, you're always going to have other guys to throw to. And now that he's even this much more comfortable, expect the numbers to be off the charts. If he can stay healthy, they can win the conference and compete for a national championship.
To the air, it's Mayava. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heel.
Maybe some room here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. He's piled up 65 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Sayin. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's Ole Miss in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Tripped up for the tackle. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1. Just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Jordan. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Motion from the back. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against third down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Heaves it deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Running inside, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down. He's piled up 97 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. You know, obviously turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throw it. Say it. unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the catch. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. He's got it on the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Say it. Going over the top, makes a grab deep, breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pressure coming. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Unloads quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Floats it out in space. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. It's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 2nd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Hauls it in. That's the 20. He's got space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The Trojans were the answer. Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. There's a crease. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockhart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the USC sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sayin on the play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. They'll give it to the back. Might have a chance. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The run inside. It's Miller. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Southern Cal! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll go play action with Sayin. Going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. Here's the pressure. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Snagged out of the air. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm in this game right now.
Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.